In our region, in the Arab region, we have 100 million young people between the age of 15 and 25, and they are hungry for quality education that is affordable and that is relevant.
With the world's highest unemployment rate among youth, the MENA region has a large reservoir of untapped human resources. One of the reasons for this is the labor market mismatches, where employers regularly cite the lack of suitable skills as an important constraint to hiring. On the other hand, unemployment rates are highest among the most educated. We spoke to Ismael Al-Hinti, president of Jordan's Hussein Technical University, to find out how big of a problem this is in the region today.
I think it's a huge problem, and just to understand the scale of it, you have to look at the unemployment rates in many of the countries in the region and compare that with the rates of penetration into higher education for young people. You would see that the rates of enrollment in higher education are going up, and in the same time you have the unemployment rates are also going up, or at least are not decreasing, which means that there is a gap. If you speak to anyone in the private sector today, they would tell you that we immediately today, we need 10,000, at least 10,000 skilled people and qualified people in the ICT sector. On the other hand, you would find that there are nearly 30,000 unemployed graduates of ICT programs.
This suggests that education systems in the region are failing to produce graduates with needed skills. As a result, more and more students are turning to independent online course providers for micro-credentials, posing the question of whether mainstream universities will become obsolete.
Universities have to evolve, or they will be facing an existential threat. To be honest, it's very difficult today to sell structured 4-year or 5-year degree programs, and to imagine that they're going to continue to exist, say in 5 or 10 years to come. I think the answer is micro-credentials and stackable and accelerated pathways. Education has become very expensive. And young people don't want to spend 4 or 5 years in one place just to be qualified to find a job. And I think the trend that we're seeing today is that people will continue to need to upskill and reskill. And this is why I believe micro-credentials is the answer. I don't expect people to continue to go to university for periods more than 6 months at a time, but they will continue to come back to do more micro-credentials.
While this will significantly bring the costs down for students that end up paying thousands of dollars each year in university fees, this will also widen the target market for universities that would have students enrolling multiple times for shorter periods and older students who are looking to upskill. Today, there are 2 broad sectors that lack skilled talent.
Naturally, the sectors that are the most affected by the shortage of skills are the sectors that evolve the fastest. And right now, we're looking at mainly at 2 sectors, at least as far as we're concerned, which are technology and more specifically digital technology, and then the sector of environment, sustainable development, etc. And so everything that we call the green jobs. There is a very clear reason why these 2 are in dire need to grow a larger pool of talent. It's simply that the jobs that those industries are creating did not exist 6 months ago, and the ones that we're talking about might not exist in 3 years.